My name is Bryan Hunter and I'm the Environmental Education Specialist here at Athol Road Primary School. And I established this program back in 2012, and the biofield of Foodcubes are a big part of the program that I operate here. We started this program in 2012, and it was always a dream of mine to make sure we had a big vegetable garden, something that we could actually grow some real produce from to use within the school and to give back to our community. So I've been operating the program for the last 11 years, along with all the students at Athol Road Primary School. They all have input into these gardens, and we also have environmental leaders in Year 5 and 6 that would do our weekly harvest on a Friday and sell it off to our community, but also all the other class within the school come here to harvest from the garden and use it in part of their cooking programs at school. So it's utilised all throughout the school. Well, our actual urban farm is probably the size of a large basketball court. We do have 66 of the food cubes that are incorporated into part of our urban farm. So everything we grow in our food cubes will either be used within our school cooking program. So pretty much anyone from our foundation teachers up to Year 6 will come and harvest and use it for whatever they're cooking. But we also do a weekly harvest on a Friday afternoon, and we sell our produce to our school community. And everything is pretty cheap. It's usually $1 for a bunch of whatever we're selling. So it's not just our children, our students that are getting something out of it, but also our parent community love the produce as well. So when we started this program in 2012, we had mainly traditional growing gardens, and it was quite a challenge to grow produce throughout the school holidays and whatnot and weekends. Whereas once we put all our food cubes in place, it makes it so much easier, not just for the water side of it, but also for the maintenance side, where they're raised off the ground. Weeding becomes a pleasure for the students, and much less watering. So we're able to grow a lot of the produce during weekends, school holidays, especially the Christmas holidays, and have produce ready to harvest when we come back. So they're an amazing thing where we can lessen our jobs, so to speak, and enjoy more of the fruits of our labour. Back in 2015, waste was a big issue at our school, and we wanted to reduce our waste output. And one of our biggest waste outputs was our green waste from our gardens and whatnot. So we have now got a program in place where all green waste, whether it's from our urban farm or from around the school, is actually composted down. It's all mulched down and put into our composting system. Within the classrooms, all fruit and veggie scraps are also composted. We have worm farms on site as well. All that helps to go back into these food cubes and the rest of the urban farm. We also have alpacas, chickens, ducks, rabbits on site, so we do utilise their manure in our composting system. So it gives us a nice mixture, a nice variety for our compost to come back into our food cubes, which helps all these plants grow really, really well. We're very happy with it. This whole program, the Environmental Education Program, everything we have in place is a teaching tool. So coming out to the urban farm, doesn't matter what you're doing in there, there's always something that becomes a teaching moment. It can be anything from finding a ladybird on a flower right through to finding worms inside the food cubes, even to harvesting, grafting, espaliering our fruit trees. All of this garden is one big giant teaching tool. So whatever you come out for, I think the students can always learn something. So it's definitely part of the school. Well, we've found that not just our students, but also the staff at the school enjoy coming out to the urban farm at recess and lunchtime, whether it's just to have a wander around and see what's growing, possible ideas for future cooking lessons, but right through to our parent community coming to check it out and then know what's going to be for sale on the Friday. We also have bees on site, so we collect the honey from them, and they're always a big hit for our parent community. So it draws everyone into the garden for different reasons, but whether it's a teaching thing or a social thing, everyone loves coming into the urban farm. It's probably somewhere between 15 to 20 kilos of produce from each cube throughout the year. We've had bananas growing in our food cubes where we've produced bunches and bunches of bananas right down to our tomatoes, where we get buckets of tomatoes. The farm with the food cubes in it has just made my life so much easier, to be able to produce the amount of food we do, produce that we have, offer it to our students and to our school community. There's just no better way to do it. Okay, it makes life so much easier in regards to the watering side of things. So there's less hassle and greater reward. So more than happy, and I recommend them to anyone who wants to start their own farm, whether it's just with 1 cube or 66 like we have. They're just the best thing